after being stuck in the van driving for 3 days for long distance. A little walk feels epic. Really good, especially in this spot. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Crazy beautiful. Look who it is. Don Mason driving a Revel.
Like a pro.
Like a pro. So let's see here. It is Thursday. What's the date?
It's St. Patty's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, 2022. March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. Today is our first day in the Revel. It marks 14 days shy of a year since we placed the order. We're currently driving it clear across, well, I guess not clear across, but midway across the United States back to the West Coast, where we have quite the schedule. Currently we're in Minnesota. And we're
in Iowa.
We're in Iowa, and we're, what do you guess now? Another probably 60 miles from the state line.
Yeah, we're like an hour from South Dakota.
South Dakota. And we're going to stop at Sioux Falls to see how that is, get some supplies. And then we're
Buy
going
some pillows.
Some pillows, yep, eat some food. And then we're going to continue east a little bit further to see how far we can get with daylight. We don't even have a destination in mind. So we're going to truly just make it an adventure, and wherever we go, we'll try to find a spot to stay and sleep. The plan though, so Thursday right now, we have 1,800 miles to go to Bellingham, and we're going to go to Tanner Roof Rack in Bellingham on Monday, where we have we get a whole upper deck installed. We're going to remount our solar in different positions and a side ladder, and then we have 2 days back at our home in Port Angeles, Washington. So Tuesday and Wednesday before we have to head south to Owl's northern headquarters in north of San Francisco, out by Oakland, San Jose area. So we have to drop the van off on Friday. Never mind Dawn, she's just getting used to the van here in the side winds with that beep. We have to drop the van off on Friday, where it gets a pretty damn complete kit, full suspension, lifts, spacers, Under Armour, front bumper, rear bumper, winch, pedal assist control, Raptor liner, light bars, Baja lights, solar on the hood, and I'm missing at least 5 things there. So the plan is, when we drop it off, is we're staying one night there on a Friday. We'll be coming back the following Saturday. We're going to be gone for 3 weeks, leaving our van there for 3 weeks. When we fly back, we'll pick it up on a Friday, I think it's the 14th or so of the month, and then we're going to take the whole next week to come up the Highway 101 all the way back home. Our hope is to take Highway 101 all the way around up California, Oregon, and then Washington State. Highway 101 goes right in front of our hometown. That's our hope. So that'll be in much later videos than this one. So if you want to see all that stuff, you're going to have to subscribe to the channel. For now,
my initial review on driving this.
Yes, initial review.
Okay, I just got in the driver's seat. It definitely is hard to get used to. It's so high up the ground. I've never driven like a vehicle this big or tall. So I'm curious with the lift and the bigger wheels. Like, oh my word, how much taller is it gonna feel? Like, is it gonna feel really unstable? But and then just getting used to the height of it, and the winds out here are like the biggest thing. I think it's just like you move around a lot on the road, which is weird to get used to. Definitely cannot drive with one hand on the wheel here.
No, you definitely cannot.
2 hands at all times.
It's definitely 2 wheels.
So that beeping that you hear is the wind assist, right? So if you get too close to either line, it kind of moves you back or slows you down really quickly. It beeps at you. So, yeah.
And
so far so good.
All of that stuff you can turn off, but we're putting it on. And so that first 1,000-mile break-in, so we've been trying to stop off at rest areas and kind of vary our speed, because that's how you're supposed to break it in. So no cruise control right now, until probably sometime tomorrow, because we have 1,800 miles to go. We are, well, you're not on the mileage one right now, but we still have, I'm guessing, another 800 miles to go to get that 1,000 miles. Anyways, we'll turn it around so you can kind of see what this looks like. Oh, it's Dawn and I. Where are we going?
Going down the road.
We're going down the road.
Lixton.
We might be looking for our van. We'll see what happens. Dawn's out here picking out her next van.
No.
Wasn't good
ours
enough.
Is definitely the best one.
Ours is. Look at this row though. You see that? Yeah. Check it out. Look at all those Revels.
We'll post a link in the comments.
Yes. Awesome. Silver Revel. Tan Revel.
Sand.
Sand. What do we call that one? The blue one.
I don't forget the color.
Those are the three.
Yeah.
Man, these things are awesome. You know, it's been...
I don't know. Now when I see the blue in real life, I'm like, that might be
pretty good. I tried to get that
pretty
blue.
Badass.
So it's been...
You did.
Tomorrow will make 14 days shy of 1 year that we ordered our van from Lixton RV. And it's been hard. Let's just say it's been really hard.
Not the smoothest process.
Not the smoothest process. We're happy we're here now.
We're here.
But we haven't got to ever, you know, we haven't really, like we forgot. It's been so long, we forgot all the things that we thought about the Revel and what we ordered for it. And I'm so thrilled when I got here and I'm like, oh my God, this thing is so badass still. I mean, I looked at it and we were just like, that is awesome.
We went to the store, bought a few little items for the fridge. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little drink.
Time.
And the plan was originally to stay here tomorrow, overnight. And I think what we're gonna do now is get on the road, because our orientation is over about 10, and then we'll be done with paperwork by about noon. And that's a lot of driving. So that's the plan, and that's one downside of being rushed, you know, waiting this long, because now we're rushed, but
we're
whatever.
On a timeline.
Yeah, we are on a timeline. We have to get to Tanner's Roof Racks in Bellingham, Washington by Monday, so that's what, 4 days now from now?
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday's
and
tomorrow.
We're in Iowa.
We're in Iowa. Yeah. Stay with us for the adventure. All right, gang. Minnesota, 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 South Dakota! Oh, we're in South Dakota now. All right, babe, where are we at?
We are in South Dakota, Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls, South Dakota. About ready to get some food. We're looking forward to it. Lavender Cafe over there is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are we at? McKenzie River. Salads, burgers. Leftover for the van. What do we think so far?
Delicious. Yeah.
So we're boondocking right outside of the Badlands National Forest. They're not in a national park, it's over that way. I'll show you some awesome photos of it. The sunrise is getting ready to come up, and this is just an epic spot actually to get to, and I'm pretty excited to see how this all comes together. right, Dawn.
Hey, Sean.
We're going to talk about our first night in the Revel, and you can see where we're at. We'll have a video of that showing here as we're talking. So we made it close to the Badlands. We were in the National Forest level area there. So 500 miles. So first off, we picked up our Revel at Lixton RV, which is 1 mile from Winnebago. So some of you, a lot of people go there to Lixton to get their Revels. Some get them straight from the factory. And we got out at 1 on 1 o'clock after our orientation and paying for it and all that good stuff. And we had to unpack. So we brought a bunch of stuff to. We flew with a suitcase, which was like 70 pounds worth of supplies for a year. You know, like plates and cups and things that we've already acquired for the vehicle. So we moved that all in, left at 1 o'clock, and we went 500 plus miles, and we ended up at the Badlands, just outside the Badlands.
Yeah, so where had we originally intended to stop?
We were, well...
Our first night we were just...
We were originally going to Boondock. So here's one thing. We were originally going to Boondock at Lixton, and just to check things out.
Stay one night.
Yeah, and my advice for you is if you're someone that doesn't follow the forums and really dive into everything that the Revel does and all its components, and if you haven't watched a ton of videos and feel very comfortable with the process, you probably want to stay overnight. But we would have wasted a whole day there, and I still kind of wanted to stay overnight just for that ability.
Peace of mind.
Yeah, peace of mind. But we took a risk.
Yeah, well, let me add to that our salesman said that about Sean, that of all his customers, you were the most researched of all the customers he sold Revels to. Meaning that Sean has watched every video on YouTube many times in the last year and knows probably as much as the salesman about this vehicle.
I actually do more than their salesperson and their installation tech on things, and that's thanks to the community. So if you're not in the Facebook group community,
You're missing out.
yeah, you're missing out. So we arrived. We didn't have any leveling blocks yet, so we're going to try to find those today.
It felt very brave of us.
I felt very brave.
It was dark. We were just going to sleep in a Cracker Barrel parking lot our first night, right? Because we were just kind of nervous about the process and everything. And then it's dark and we're just doing good and we're wide awake and we're reading a book and enjoying the trip, and we decided to just keep going, and Sean had found this epic spot that he'd seen in the groups, right?
Yeah, I saw someone posted originally in the Facebook group, and so I went to Overland and I found those spots that were free, and I was like, amazing. And so we just happened
to the I-92.
Yeah, we just happened to make we lucked out, felt very blessed. And in fact, we were supposed to get our Revel in August, and that was one of the places I wanted to stay. I wanted to go much slower back home. But, you know, it is what it is, and I didn't think we were going to have that opportunity at all. So that was super nice.
Yeah, we're making great time.
We are, and so we're gonna be slowing down. So, a couple things. We were at the top of the hillside, so lots of wind, which we knew was going to happen. We didn't really care.
As the night went on, it got really windy through the middle of the night hours.
And then we both realized, so our Revel has a spare tire on it, and it has the owl box, and you know, the bike and all that. And we brought a trasheroo, and if you're not familiar with those are a bag that go over your outside spare tire, that essentially you hang over there with straps, and you put your trash and stuff in there. You can store firewood. There's a bunch of uses for it, but mainly people use it for trash. And so I got it kind of quickly set up at Lixton the best I could, and I realized that the ends of the straps I didn't have all the way tight. Well, guess what? In the middle of the night, plop, 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 plop.
Buckles kept hitting, and
Yeah.
all night long.
So we're gonna fix those tonight, so we don't have to deal with that. So that was one thing.
Yeah, we're getting the bed figured out.
We got the bed figured out. We actually used the restroom several times. We did big boy potty in the restroom. Day one, big. Well,
We're so brave.
We're so big. Big boy potty, day one, in the bathroom, and it went just fine.
Yeah.
And I'm 6'1", and I'll say, on the bed, it is like everyone tells you, you have to kind of sleep a little bit at an angle if you're 6'1", but it worked out okay. We're kind of playing around with where we want to have our head, just because she gets up and uses the restroom a lot more at night. So we'll probably go the opposite way that it's intended.
It was a little uncomfortable climbing over you three times in the night.
Yeah, and our bed is up on bed risers. We have a GLSS system, and I'll show all this stuff in there. So our bed sets up a little bit higher, so we have a day bed underneath it than what a typical Revel does when it lowers down. So it's a step to get down.
I just had a knee replacement.
You just had a knee replacement. And we don't have anything put away yet. I mean, we still have all our suitcases and stuff, so it's not like we're kitted out for like where things are properly where they're supposed to be. It's like you can't figure out where your glasses are. Like, where the hell did I put my glasses at? You know, where's all my stuff? But I think that went well. Some lessons, right? The bed, we're trying to figure that out. What else? Any other?
Well, you don't, like, the mattress was okay. It's not amazing, like everyone said, but
yeah.
we slept fine.
Fine.
We just slept right onto the weird covering that's on it, so I felt like I exfoliated my skin all night long. It was like a loofah. So it was a little scratchy. Sean liked it. He felt like it scratched his skin all night.
Yeah, I liked it. I was like, yeah, this feels great.
So we're gonna try to figure out some sort of like blanket or sheet to put down on that tonight. Obviously, we're just trying to get it home and figure out permanent solutions later. We've been following Owen and Lynn and their van trekking lifestyles. I think that's what they are. I think that's their channel. Yeah. And he did a great video with mattress topper idea instead of going with the really expensive one. And that might be what we do. I actually like that. It's like an Amazon. Yeah, I saved in my card stuff. More than 1,000. Plus, he has a smart idea with the sheet and stuff. Yeah. And so we might do that. I think that might be what our end-up setup is. But, you know, we're just trying it out. We realize that we're really excited for heading to, so we're going to Tanner Roof Racks right now. It is Friday. We have to be there on Monday to get our roof rack and side ladder put on. Bellingham, right? Yeah, Bellingham. And then we are heading down to California to drop off the rig at Owl, and it's getting suspension lift and big tire kit and winch and front bumper and rear bumper and pedal control and all the other stuff that, if you're really kitting this out, is how you go with it. And pulling into where we were, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to have those Baja Pro 9 lights on there, because it's dark and you really want that. If you're going to be using this rig, if you're buying a Revel or anything and truly using it, oh yeah, we just saw some wild animals here, yeah. And truly using it to go off-road as our primary goal is, you're going to want some spotlights out there. Yeah, like, because there was that big cliff, obviously. Yeah, it's a little unnerving. Like, so there was a big cliff off to our side. It's all mud, type flats too. So it's not, I assume it's fairly solid, but you never know. It just plays with your mind. And if you can light that area up and just feel confident with how things are going as you're driving, that would be awesome. The other thing that's a little annoying, and I don't know if there's a way around it, I'll have to look it up in the forums, and you can comment below if you know already. But since we have the Owl light carrier back there and the tire and all that, that gets in the way of our backup assist on the new chassis here. So it's a 2022 Revel with a 2022 Mercedes-Benz chassis, which is the same as the 21 chassis. But as you're backing up, it sees the light carrier, the owl box and the tire, and it thinks there's someone behind you, so it tries to brake, and that's pretty annoying. So I'm gonna try to, I'm hoping there's some setting that we could figure out to turn that off. Anyways, that is an update for now. Keep on following along. We'll show you a bunch of cool stuff along the way. Right now, as I'm talking, there's this wild game. What are those? Gazelle? Antelope. I think we're seeing antelope in Wyoming right now.
And I'll try to get some on camera here.
That was a herd.
That was a herd of them. All right, bye guys.
Wyoming.
South Dakota, South Dakota,
South Dakota, South Dakota, South Dakota, South Dakota, South Dakota, South Dakota, South Dakota, South Dakota,
South Dakota, South Dakota, South Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming! All right. Does anyone know the significance for the pinkish purple road that we see on the Interstate 90? So we noticed it in South Dakota starting, and now it's in Wyoming in sections. And so it could just be a random thing, or it could be something for snow or something like that. Anyways, if you know what it is, comment below and let us know why it is. We're just so damn curious. Somewhere in Wyoming, there are evergreen trees.
Our first evergreens.
Yeah, really the first that we've seen in a bit. I'm sitting here doing some work. Don's driving. Not sure if you can kind of see it over there. But we got real mountains over there, snow-capped mountains. We're still in Wyoming.
I look out across the water, I smell the salt, I feel the breeze, but in my heart,
Wyoming, Wyoming, Wyoming,
Wyoming,
Montana!
my old home, Tennessee. We don't know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, but I've still got Tennessee on my mind. From Reapers Fork to Watertown, and maybe Johnson City or Memphis bound. No matter where I go, no matter what I see, I still hear the calling of Tennessee. Who even know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, and I've still got Tennessee on my mind. I miss the smoke on the Cumberland, and the fireflies at midnight, and the color of the leaves in the fall.
What are you doing?
Answering messages.
So,
So,
let's see here. What day are we on from picking up the Revel? Day 3. Where are we right now?
Coeur d'Alene.
Coeur d'Alene. What's the name of it? We are in a really cool place in Coeur d'Alene.
Coolest coffee bar. It's like the Den, I think.
The
is what
Den,
it's
yeah.
called.
We own a coffee shop, so,
Yeah.
and this one's really neat. This is actually,
The coolest coffee shop I've ever seen.
this isn't a building that is, we'll show you some videos here, but it is like an entrepreneur building, and it's all brick facade and
Innovators.
rustic, and it's just really neat. So they have a pretty good vibe all the way around. So last night we stayed in a
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel parking lot,
In Missoula.
and you know what? It was just fine.
It was nice.
Yeah,
Level.
yeah,
Quiet.
it worked fine.
Dark.
That's the nice thing about the Revel. You get there, you pull in. We have the showtime curtains, so we just close those really quick. It's like takes us, maybe a minute to really get the van into what we feel is privacy mode.
And you have no idea where you are.
Yeah, really no idea. It was just really great. It was a quiet place. It was right outside of.
And there were already some RVers when we got there, which makes sure we feel a little.
Yeah. And then we got up in the morning and had breakfast there and just made our way out here. Today's plan, we're going to hit the Spokane. We're going to go to Camping World and then Cabela's there just to see what they have and get a couple things maybe for the Revel that we need. And then we have two options, either Wenatchee or where else I want to go? Not Twist,
Winthrop?
Winthrop. So we might go up to Winthrop via Spokane route, so that's the Northern Highway. If so, we'll show you photos of that. And then we'll find a place to stay. I'm going to try to look at Overland there and try to get a good place to stay, something off the grid. And then we'll find a route to Bellingham tomorrow, find a space to stay there, and we'll call it good.
Interesting that neither one of us knew that Coeur d'Alene and Spokane were only 30 miles apart. Did you guys know that?
Yeah, Coeur d'Alene and Spokane are literally like about 30 miles apart. You know, in the upper,
close. Two big cities, yeah.
We're in the upper tail section of Idaho, so if you know where that is, that's Idaho gets really skinny. It's only like 100 miles or so across from Montana to Washington, but it's actually, it's beautiful.
Yeah, this city's really cool. We'd love to come back and check it out.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely come back here and explore it out. Anyways.
Idaho,
Washington, home. All right, so it's day 3, and we had just finished the Cracker Barrel. We just left Coeur d'Alene, which we talked about, and we went to Camping World and Cabela's and bought a few things that we thought we needed. And now we're heading to Winthrop, Washington. Have you ever been to Winthrop?
Yeah, been through.
Yeah, I think I'd gone through when I was a kid. I just don't remember. But we're going to be tourists. So to recap, what we've done is we stayed at Badlands day 1. We stayed in a Cracker Barrel parking lot day 2 in Montana. And now we were going to take a shower in the Revel tonight.
We're right.
We're
we haven't
right.
showered we're going on 3 days.
3 days. We're going to take a shower. Pretty excited about that, but we realized we need to dump our gray water, and I'll film that for you guys. Not a gray water, our stinky water.
Our cassette toilet.
Yeah, our cassette toilet. And as I was looking at spots to boondock around Winthrop, we're getting kind of late in the day. It's 3:24 right now, and we're still another hour and a half from Winthrop, and we want to eat hopefully at this famous pizza place that we've heard about from a lot of people. So it's getting kind of late in the day, and I was like looking at different boondocking spots, and none of them looked too great that were fairly close on Overlander. And I'm not really prepared on this trip to have done a bunch of research to where I've already looked at stuff with all my other apps, Guy and these other ones. And so I found a state park there that's right just north of Winthrop. And so I forgot the name, but we're gonna head there after we eat. We're gonna hopefully, if nothing goes wrong, be able to check in there, and they have showers there. So we'll likely take a shower there, not because we don't want to do it in the Revel, but why not? Have a more convenient shower, and we'll test the Revel later on. So that's the plan right now. We'll see how it goes. We're having a great time.
So fun.
Where we're at right now, first off, Washington State, it didn't rain in any of the states that we went through. So let's see here. Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, and then did I ever say Idaho? Iowa was the other one. I already said Idaho. Didn't rain once. We got into Washington State within a half hour, pouring down rain. Figures. But it washed the van off a little bit. But where we're at right now are these rolling farm hills in the northern area. It is just stunning. We went through Grand Coulee Dam, and that was great. Saw some wild turkeys on the road just in the town, which is crazy, but fun. So it's been a great time. All right, Dawn,
Yep.
walking through Winthrop, what do you think?
First time stopping here. It's interesting.
It's very interesting.
It's very old saloon town looking, and they I think they preserve everything like that on purpose.
I think so too. What's interesting too is we've been in 6 states now, and it's at the end of COVID, and there's no requirements in those states. We get here, and there's certain places that you can't go in, and I'm just like, oh, leave it to the
Well, you can go in.
Pacific Northwest, yeah. But we're not going to do it.
Vaccine.
We're not doing it. We're done with it. So, more to you.
Who are we to know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow? The sun is gonna rise each and every time, and I've still got Tennessee on. Yeah, I've still got Tennessee on my mind.
Nothing to see here. Just day 3 of owning the Revel and off-road again. Oh yeah, that state campground we were hoping to stay out with those showers, not working out. So this is the alternative here. Dawn is navigating. Not bad roads.
We've got a little water crossing, possibly. Going there.
All right, we're heading back to a spot. We went up a little bit there, and we started getting into some pretty good snow. And the people on Overlander said that there were several spots along this way, and one dude had the best. So we're trying to guess which one is the best, and we think it is the one we're going to right now. At least it looks like the best to me. They have like a little primitive fire pit right there. You can see someone burning, but it's at an intersection of a road. There's no one up here. It's March right now, so we're gonna give it a go.
Live a little, flip the page, give it some more, getting out of my way. I was hiding, bulletproof, forever waiting. Then came you. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought I was. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought I was. I was picking up the pieces of yesteryear's life, in over my head, trying to figure out. I was going through changes, where to begin, when a mountain moving revelation came marching in. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought I was. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought I was. Been a long time, baby. Been a long time, long.
Yeah, check out the view looking down. I don't know if you can see it, but that's a lake way out there.
Don't let me go.
All right, we're packing up, and as anyone should do if they're overlanding out here, is you should be looking for trash around your site that's not even yours, because trash leaves trash, right?
trash dive.
And we're not trash, and we want this land to be here for us
In your arms,
to
Kids.
use and our kids.
Grandkids.
And the more crap that you leave out here, the less like, or the more likely it is that they're going to lock it down where we can't use
where
it.
you go, I
So
go.
take an extra few minutes when you're visiting a place, clean up a few things. It all helps.
I thought I was. I thought I was what I've been told. I thought I was. Been a long time, baby. At an old time low. Stick with me, maybe. Don't let me go. Come, my love, my morning light. Everything's gonna be alright. Come, my love, my morning light. Everything's gonna be alright. Come, my love, my
Is it day 4?
I don't know.
I think it might be day 4. So we just left Winthrop.
It's Sunday.
Sunday, and we're heading, I guess this would be the southern portion of the Cascadia Highway.
Cascade Loop.
Highway 20 is closed. We were hoping that we could go right up to Bellingham through the north side of Highway 20, but it's closed right now. It's still March. Lots of snow, I'm guessing, based on what we saw in the riverbank. But we're headed up towards Lake Chelan right now.
Gorgeous day.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go through Leavenworth for a bit, and then we'll start heading up over Stevens Pass, and then drop back down to I-5 on the other side, and make our way up to Bellingham, and we'll find a spot to stay tonight before we drop the van off at Tanner Rock in the morning for today, and we're gonna go find a coffee house to work remotely for about 8 hours. So that's the plan today. Oh, last night we took showers for the first time in the Revel. Not too bad. Really not too bad. Actually, it's, you know, it's a little cramped, but works out fine. It's a military shower. Good thing I was in the military. Worked out great.
Yeah.
All right. We'll show you the journey as we go.
Leavenworth.
That's all. All right, we made it to Leavenworth, and I think we're gonna go where?
Icicle Brewing.
Icicle Brewing. We'll see how that goes. Get a bite to eat. Yum. Coming up on Stevens Pass. The Rebels getting something. A little bit of everything right now.
Full ski hill today.
Beautiful look here. Sean and I got in camp. We're set up with our setup right now.
And that night we fell asleep to the
Watching
sounds of the
Owen and
coyotes
Lynn.
singing
Gonna have
their
some
welcome
wine.
song
Some
to
wine
us.
here. Check out our spot though. I can't wait till our garage area in the bedroom area doesn't have all the luggage back there from our pickup trip, but it is what it is right now. Otherwise, we'd be watching back here. Check it out. That's where we're at today.
Samish Bay.
Yep, Samish Bay. And I can't say enough about these Showtime curtains from Canyon Adventure Van. Man, it just makes getting the van ready super quick. Yeah, it's super quick. We got
somebody camping right here.
Yeah, there's another van right there. We just closed them, no big deal. Going down Chuckanut Drive, is that what it is? Chuckanut Drive, right along the
Samish Bay.
Samish Bay, so right along the high cliffside here. We had a great night stay at a little overlook. We found an Overlander there. There's a couple other vans parked next to us, right along the stretch of this road actually, and it worked out well. All right, we're at Tanner Racks here, getting ready to get our roof rack installed and side ladder. I want to climb up there and just show you what it looks like now so that we can get an appreciation for what it looks like once it's done here. All right, so this is the top of the Revel rack currently. All this gets redone here in a bit. All right, here's the new rack. Right here. So there's a cutout for the AC, cutout for the max fan, but this is fully weight rated here. Just got back from the powder coater. And they have a custom mount for the awning. So just met Tanner, I'm sorry, Sam with Tanner's. He's getting ready to take the rack off of our Revel. They're going to back out. They're going to back this back in, and then they'll lift it up, and it's a full day install. So we'll go find some coffee somewhere. Hey gang, Sean and Don here. So it is, let's see, 3 days, I think, since we got home. This road trip right now that we're on is down to Owl, where we're gonna drop the van off. This will be our last kind of like little part in this video that we're gonna do of just our pickup video and our destinations that we went through. And then we'll kind of cut it off from there. And then when we head back down after Owl, we're gonna obviously film in a lot more dynamic way as our experiences as we're coming back up and overlanding and off-roading in different areas of California and Oregon as we get our way home. So if that's something you're interested in after this, you're gonna want to like and subscribe to our channel. This morning though, we got up at 4, which is a normal wake-up time for us. 4 a.m. for us. That's where we normally get up to go to the gym or work at the gym. So we got up today at 4, got out the road about 4:40, and we are somewhere in Oregon right now. So we've just kind of been trying to bomb south. Our goal is to get over to Crescent City, California, over by the Redwoods, and we're just going to find a spot to stay. We're not quite sure where. Grand Junction, if you know where that is. We're about 120 miles north of that right now. So we're gonna hit the Grand Junction area, and as we see anything that's really pretty or stunning, we'll go ahead and put that out there. And then hopefully Dawn gets to see her first of the California Redwoods today, which will be pretty damn exciting for her and me. So more to come. Oregon, California! Oregon, California! OMG, as you can see, my shirt's off, and we're along the side of the road here, just into California, maybe 10 miles into California, heading towards the 101 coast. The Redwoods are that direction, so we're gonna go visit those. We're gonna stay in the boondocks somewhere in the Crescent City area. From there it'll be about 300 miles down to Owl tomorrow, so we'll take that kind of a leisurely pace and kind of go from there. But yeah, let me show you what we kind of got around here. It's a lot of forest files, but it's beautiful and hot, really hot. So yeah, there's everyone coming down the pass here. Nice little, I think that was Johnson Creek. Is that what that said? Johnson Creek down there? But yeah, we got about 30 miles to go that direction to get on 101. And until after we finish some lunch, we've got some soup. And Don, what are you making?
Some bagel sandwiches, turkey and cheese.
Lovely, lovely. And the flies are out. Yeah, we're in hotter weather. All right, let's fill you in. So we made it down to Washington State, down to Northern California. So we just crossed in. We're by the Redwoods. We're someplace with no signal, but we looked at Overlanding and we couldn't find really a lot of good spots. Some that looked just really kind of sketchy, and we didn't want to get way up into the mountains today just because we have to get right back on the road. So we found this really cool spot just along the road. There's a waterfall right behind us. It was a quiet road. It was kind of like a scenic view road. So we're almost at the very end of it. This wasn't tagged on Overland. There's no cell phone signal here, but it works for a good night, and felt safe here. It's fairly beautiful, even though it's along a road. I'll take a look here and let you kind of see what it looks like. So we had a easy night stay out here at Howard Carter Jr. Falls. You can kind of see the marker there. It was right along this old scenic driveway in Northern California that we were looking at a couple other spots, and you know, we're heading down to Owl today. We're just looking for a quick spot to go. Some of the other spots looked a little sketchier. We weren't prepared to get up way up into the woods and like really do some exploring. So this seemed like a good spot, good, nice and safe. It was really quiet. You can see by the view that, you know, it's a windy road here, a little river on one side, waterfall on the other. You can't ask for much more for a little free camping spot for the night. Hey babe, Sean and Don.
Good morning.
Good morning. So I gave them a little recap where we were at, about the side of the road and when I was outside. But what'd you think of it?
It worked, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it took us a while to find this spot, which sometimes happens, but and then we ended up circling back to that spot, which ended up being really perfect. Yeah. It was like behind the guardrail, which was nice, but it was right at the base of a waterfall, and we could hear the river and up on the bank of this high river. So yeah, beautiful. It worked.
And then you learned the best thing about the Sprinter was a flat iron.
Yeah, I brought a straightener this time. And I was on the top of the mountain, plugged in my straightener, straightened my hair, which makes all the difference.
It does make all the difference, yeah. All right, well, hopefully there's something scenic to show you on the way down the Owl. If so, we'll get it recorded.
Here we go.
California, here I come. Every heartbeat just like a drum. I hear your rhythm, you feel so near. Oh, California, all senses clear.
here we are. So we made it to OwlVans back there. We just did our orientation. Now we're waiting for our Uber driver. Super excited. So we did about 3,200 miles, I think, in the van here. And this is going to be our last video, or the last portion of this video in this series, where it's basically the pickup and the travel. Next video, we're going to do a little review of our experience with Lixton. And then following that, when we pick this thing up in 3 weeks from now, so by the time I post this video, it's probably 2 weeks later that we'll have to wait to pick it. We're going to take 9 nights to make our way up the coast and all up 101. So we're going to look at Northern California, Oregon, and Washington, and film it, get that normal experience that you love to see with the first person action of how we see things, drone foot, all that good stuff will be in that one. Not typically in this one. I did get some drone footage in this series, but not typically in this one. So if that's something you like to see, go ahead and like and subscribe this channel. And you'll see further videos of us out there in the Revel and doing things. For now, we'll see you later.